Morning. Welcome back to Ben Coss Match Fishing. I'm guessing you're thinking that you recognise this little path here, this little track. Well, yes, you are right. I'm back at Albans Lakes for the Sunday Open, and I'm just following Barry the bus into the car park. Very good friend. Runs brilliant matches here, Barry does. So yes, we're ready for the Sunday Open. Should be quite a good turnout today, fingers crossed, and hopefully pray for a decent draw. I just wanted to mention, if you do, when you do watch my videos, if you could hit the subscribe button, that would be very, very appreciated. And if you do subscribe, if you could pop a little comment in the bottom saying that you have subscribed, that will really, really help me. We have got my little parking space just at the end here, and I'll be obviously coming back to you soon with some updates. Cheers, guys.
Language, watching language on video.
That's right.
What you got?
That's okay.
10. That's all right. Don't worry about that. That's a good draw, Kev.
I like a top end peg weight one. 11 on 12.
Oh, now that's the best peg on the line. My favourite peg.
What is it, 19? What's he got?
19.
19.
That's my favourite peg on the line. Honestly, it's my favourite peg. 12. Larry the Bass has got me. That's the one I wanted in that section.
Oh, that for us, John.
Go on, here we go.
Here comes 21.
He's a film star anyway. 21.
Oh dear, 4.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right.
Lee.
Is it?
That's what Scouts had the other.
Alright, so here we are, peg 4. Just give you a little sort of tour of the peg. So this is my peg. I'm right down the other end to where I normally draw. So I normally draw in the 20s. I'm now right at the other end. One good thing, I am end peg, so can't really complain. So let's go on about let's talk about my my plan for the day. So I am looking to fish obviously the slow sinker here. I'm going to chuck a method when that's quiet along this far bank here. It's quite actually a long chuck. It's probably 50 odd metres. I'm going to sort of chuck it along here. I'll even try and get it in the corner here if I can. But that's obviously if the slow sinker's not working. Let me show you my setup. I've set up one of these little beauties. The water waggler. Well, I've got to admit, wow, what a thing. It's I had a little chat with it just now, just to sort of see how well it chucks. So it's absolutely beautiful. So I've just set that up on my normal 11-foot pellet waggler rod with size 12 MWG hook, 15-inch hook length. Started that probably 2.5 foot deep in that sort of region. For the far line, I've set up a 28 gram large hybrid. If I'm struggling with the wind, then I will step that up to, I think, is it 36, the next size up. That's on a 10 QM1, and they'll just be obviously in wafters and micros. Again, this is obviously just for sort of in between the slow sinker, or while I'm feeding the slow sinker line. And then I've set up my usual 11-foot pellet wag with, again, 12 MWG, slow sinker, 15-inch hook length, usual 3000 TDR, 4000 on the tawny and 3000 on the other one. I always use the 3000s on the pellet wag, and I use the 4000 on the feeder. So over here, so we've got some micros, a couple of different styles of micros, which bind absolutely beautifully. Really, really nice. Just soak them for a couple of minutes and they're perfect. Sort of light ones and darker ones in there. So they're lovely. 8mm pellets for pinging. So obviously we've got method for the long line pellets on the ping line. Got my usual 8mm wafters, krill and tuna, absolutely gorgeous. Lots of selection in there. Diet Coke for a drink. and obviously got my catapults ready. Got 3 nets in to start with, and yeah, fingers crossed for a good day. I've got John Shearer to me right. Say morning, John. Are you there, John? John's having a sleep. I've got John Shearer to me right and Dickie Carr on the next peg. So I'm on peg 4, John Shearer on 5 and Dickie on 6. I can't actually see anyone. I'm literally shielded by bushes both sides. So, but yeah, should be quite a fair section. My section goes from 4, I think, to 13 in that sort of region. So yeah, I mean, you never know. Might be some fish down this end. As I said, I'm on the end peg, so fingers crossed for a good day. I'll check in again soon with some updates. Cheers. Right, so little update for you. We are 20 to 11. Match started at 9:15. We have got 36 pound on the clicker. I've lost a few fish as well. I don't seem to be having it properly. I started on the method, chucked it across just to feed the slow sinker line, and didn't have a bite. So I've gone on a slow sinker and had a few, but as I said, I've lost a few as well. John to my right's got a couple. Dickie on the next peg's is catching well. So I've got me work cut out. We've had a bit of rain. The sun's now come out a little bit. It's been quite windy as well. But yeah, I mean, 36 pound on the clicker, which ain't too bad. But if I'd have landed everything I've hooked, God knows. I think I've lost 6, 7 fish already, something like that. Sort of halfway in, they're coming off. They did that a few weeks ago, but hopefully that's not going to be the trend for the day, fingers crossed. So I'm just on the slow sinker at the moment, just pinging sort of 3s and 4s. I'm alternating between sort of chucking it in the feed and then chucking it just past the feed. Waiting for it to go to the bottom, chuck it again. But there doesn't seem to be the volume of fish down this end of the lake as there was down the other end, unfortunately. But it's early days, sun's coming out now, so that might push them up a bit. Once again, just trying to get that slow sinker to sort of prop on the surface nicely. And when it does, if there's one there, hopefully you'll have it. Hope you enjoyed my trip to Timberland in Essex last week. Managed to come 4th overall. Just missing out on 3rd by a pound. So, fish on. It's funny because I just saw some bubbles coming up just there, so I had a feeling it was bream there. And the bubbles seemed to go, and then I thought this one. Hopefully it stays on, fingers crossed. All similar size today. That's a smaller one. Still all welcome though. Baby. Nice fish though. Right, I'll check in again soon with some updates. Cheers guys. It's not frantic. Where are we? It's 11 o'clock. It's my next fish. I didn't actually catch this one through the water. I caught this one on the bottom. I just left it for a minute just to see, and it went round. So they don't seem to be up in the water like they normally are at all. Small fish again, I think. Small mirror. Should have had him that time. Good lad, come in the net. You gonna play for the camera? No, guess not. There he is. Nice little mirror. So we'll call that one £4. That's 47. So that's that net done. Probably overclicked that slightly, so that's probably about, well, I don't know, it's £40 odd in there, I'd say, in that region. Just as I said, just come up to 11 o'clock and £40 odd in it. So not too bad. Could be better, could be worse. Next door's got one on. I think that's his second fish. So I think he's struggling. If you are new to the channel, if you could do me a favour and hit the subscribe button and then pop a comment in the box at the bottom, just put in that you have subscribed. That would be very, very appreciated. Try my best to get to 1,000 subscribers, and it's very, very difficult. There's some brilliant stuff to see on YouTube. There really is. Some great channels. My favourite two have got to be Bag Up TV and Fish On TV. Match Fishing TV UK also is very, very good. He does some great little stuff. But yeah, who needs Sky and Netflix when you got Coss match fishing to watch? Hey. Watch fishing, talk about fishing, listen to fishing, go fishing. What can we say? Right, doesn't look like it's going to go round. I'll check in again soon and let you know how we get on. Cheers. So, 10 past 11. Just took this one. Lost one just now, come off. Hopefully this one stays on, fingers crossed. Sun's come out. Can't make it smile at what he wants to do today. When it sun's out, next minute it's pouring with rain. Could be so gentle with them here, they just come off. Scared to give him any pressure at all. That's the biggest fish of the day I've hooked. Yeah, it does, mate. That's the biggest one of the day I've hooked. Hope it stays on.
I don't mind holding the camera if you want me to video you doing it.
I'm sure you're busy enough fishing, mate, John. Did they? You won the match?
No, he came second.
I know, you told me. You told me. Crazy man. Fish, probably £6-7 probably. I'll give it a 7. It's not bad. So where are we now? 7 on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. £55 maybe. 54. And that's all region. So we're making some progress now. Better fish like that. Definitely. Sun's out, can't complain. Checking again soon. Cheers, guys. Right, so I've looked another one. I'll tell you what's going through my head at the moment. To feed or not to feed, because I'm not catching in the feed, and where I'm hooking them, it's past the feed. I mean, normally I sort of ping three, chuck into it, ping three, chuck into it, and I've tried that and it ain't working. So I don't think there's lots and lots of fish there competing. Hence why I think I'm catching them on the edge of the feed, or past the feed, should we say. I mean, this might change. Obviously, I'll have a couple of chucks in the feed and see the changes later. But at the moment, I'm catching them just past where I'm feeding. That just splashed me right in the glasses. Nice fish. Again, only small. So I double fed before, and I'm probably going, I don't know, 8-10 foot past it. Obviously, feathering it in as always. Sink the line. Now, when I was in the higher numbers down there, this would probably be gone by now. But down here seems to be the case where I'm having to sort of wait, feed, wait, chuck again. It's 20 past 11. What have I got? 55 maybe a bit more. So I fed that time. Now I'm going to chuck just past the feed. Literally just past the feed. Sink the line and wait for it. I'm going to 3 pellets again. And again. Again, just short of where I'm fishing currently. And again. I'm thinking that as I'm chucking it in, it's obviously coming down in an arc. So there's a fish there. So it's just past where I'm feeding. Hate to repeat myself, but what I want to try and do is get it so you guys are seeing or can feel what I'm thinking. It is very much like the pellet waggler, where you're constantly working and constantly trying to think. So, you know, feeding, chucking. The harder you work, the sort of more rewards you tend to get. Probably this has gone right under that tree. I'd probably say the best example of that is Paul Holland. His pellet waggler fishing is absolutely fantastic, and I mean tremendous. The guy works like an absolute Trojan. If he's not feeding, he's casting. If he's not casting, he's playing a fish. And that is very similar. That one came off. Another small one, probably 3-4 pound, something like that. Let's give it 3. Alright, so that's your update. It's going fairly well. We'll check in again soon. Cheers, guys. I've put this one in the feed this time. So I had a couple past the feed, I've put this one in the feed. I've just had a bream, great big bream, got to be 6 pound, maybe bigger. Is it literally as it's at the surface. John to me right's catching. Dickie's really doing well. Right, stay out of that tree, mate. Again, a fairly small stamp, but all welcome. Good fish, nice common. This method is suited to deep venues, I'd say 8-9 foot minimum. Otherwise, obviously, your sinker's going to get to the bottom before they've had a chance to take it. I'd fish it in conjunction with a method or straight lead on the bottom, obviously, and pellet wag to obviously suspend your bait at the top. As I said, 8 or 9 foot's probably the minimum I'd fish it in. But the deeper the better, I guess. But you obviously want them to compete, same as a pellet waggler. Otherwise it is difficult. Right, so it's 12 o'clock on the dot. I've got 75-ish pound maybe. Got this one on now. Coming in spells. Get 3 in the feed and a couple past. A couple of bream as well. I think I mentioned that earlier. Yeah, it's going quite well. Still on the slow sinker, obviously. This one's gone spazzo. If you are fishing this method, I would recommend a 4-metre landing net, by the way. Sometimes they pop up a bit higher out, a bit further out, and makes it a lot easier to grab them quick when they pop up before they take that next lunge. John's doing quite well. He's got a few fish. Dick's doing very well. Two pegs down. I'm going to give that one £4, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, pinging and then just chuck into it. Just 8mm pellets. 8mm bait tech Carp and Coarse. Probably fed so far, I don't know, 4 pints maybe. And bream are worth catching, they're lovely fish. This one. It's getting quite. Sometimes you can start and it's crazy and then it goes quiet, whereas it's sort of started slow and it's sort of built up and it just seems to have got better and better. Again, I'm just taking it easy with these fish because, as I've mentioned before, they pull like mad in here. Went to Timberlands last week, had a few carp and they pulled nothing like these. Oh, just swam out the net. Come on, boy. Nice fish, nice fat mirror. Good fish. It's got to be £5, I would say. That region. Have a good fish. Get it in. Definitely pulling a bit more than the other one. Come on, mate. It's enough now. comes. Mirrors definitely pull harder. I'm sure they do. Maybe it's me. Good fish. Good fish. Definitely biggest for a while. Nice fish, beautiful fish. What we got? I don't know, 80 maybe, something like that. Just gotta keep feeding, keep going, keep feeding. I mean, there was me grumbling about the peg, but it's, I suppose being on the end, I'm pulling fish from sort of this side as well. Little update for you, just gone 12, it's 12:15 or something. It's gone quiet, very quiet. It's the first fish I've had in a while. Or I've hooked in a while, should we say. I haven't got it in yet. One of the guys fishing up the other end has just walked down and said the other end's fishing really hard. Dickie's admitting to £48, but I'm sure he's got more than that. And that's come off. The curse of the camera once more. Update for you. Time is now 1 o'clock. I had a real blank spell, and I've just lost one. I've had two, got both of those in, and now I've hooked another one. So it's hard to tell what I've got weight wise. Probably I might be around 100. Might. Still got a couple of hours left, so it ain't going too bad. Still on the slow sinker. I tried when the wind dropped. When this went quiet, I tried the pellet wag. That's come off as well. Probably fed 6 pints, maybe in that region so far. 5-6 pints. But yeah, it's going quite well. I just need to put my foot down a bit and hopefully land some of these fish. Check in again soon. Cheers, guys. Where are we? 1:30. Probably got, I don't know, 115 maybe. Something like that. It's hard to tell because I've lost quite a lot of fish. Probably lost 9 maybe. Got this one on now. Whether I'll be able to get it in or not, it's a different story. Just plugging away with a slow sinker. Chucking it long, chucking it short. Still feeding plenty, well not plenty, but 4 pellets, chuck. 4 pellets, chuck. It's time. Good fish. I think I've got room in this first net for this one. There's £40 in there. It's very difficult when you've only got a £50 net limit. I'd say that's right. Little update for you. We're into the last hour. Again, I'm catching past me feed. It's been quiet for a bit, and then sort of my third or fourth one I've hooked. Lost a couple again. And last 3 I've got in. But again, I'm well past my feed now. It seems to have gone quite quiet over the top of my feed. This is the same sort of wiry little fish. And that one's come off. And the curse of the camera is back. Right, so 23, so it's 20 minutes to the match left. I've lost a few fish today, I really have. I'm gonna guess I've got about 135, maybe 130, 135 in that region. I lost the last The last two fish I've looked have both come off. I think this is pellets as well. You literally hook them and you can do nothing with them, they just pull. This is I can't get anything on this. It's either a huge fish or it's phellet. Here it comes. Are you going to be good? Yes, he is. Fish. 5 £5 maybe. Right, so that was that. Peg 4 on Albans Lakes. Really enjoyable day. Couldn't make its mind up weather-wise. 1 minute it's sunny, next minute it's raining, then it's sunny again, when it was really windy. But yeah, Peg 4 MPEG, this end. Normally all the fish are 19s, 20s, 21, 22, 23. This is normally not where you want to be at all. But I've got my head down. I've set a method up long, never had a bite on that. I've fed short, never had a bite on that. And just stuck to the so sinker. Managed to weigh in 163 £. Second was 115, which was Dickie Carr on Peg 6. So yeah, I managed to win the match. That's 2 out of 2. So yeah, thanks for watching. Very enjoyable day. I fed quite a lot of pellets, probably fed 8 pints of pellets. Just fished the slow sinker back to front all day, and yeah, very enjoyable. Nice bit of coinage and a very enjoyable day. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Please keep subscribing and liking, which will help me obviously take the channel to the next level, and we'll speak soon. Thanks a lot.